We are only days away from Frontier Pursuits arriving on Tuesday, September 10th in Red Dead Online, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, where you have a chance to be a bounty hunter, trader, collector, or all the above. Along with the update, there's also some new items coming, and we're going to go over those new items right now. By the way, if I miss any of the new items, feel free and let me know, as well as which items are you most excited about below in the comment section. First off, one of the items that a lot of people have been wanting aesthetically is eye patches. It's been pretty much confirmed that we are getting eye patches in this update. Now, hopefully, if you go into first person, it won't affect your field of vision. I guess it would be more quote-unquote realistic if it did. But hopefully, just hopefully, the eye patches will be aesthetic only to make your character look even more badass in Red Dead Online. The next item that a lot of people are excited about is Boas, which will be very handy for bounty hunters. And I also am looking forward to trying out this new toy in the game, whether it's against NPCs or other players. And hopefully they counter the bola for those of us that don't want to be on the receiving end of the bola. The same thing with the lasso. Hopefully we can just simply go into defensive mode in order to avoid being bola. But I'm sure at first a lot of people are going to have a lot of fun practicing the bola, getting used to it. Now the question is, will you have like one bola, or is it going to be like a certain amount of bolas in your inventory? Is it going to be like an arrow where if you fire off an arrow you can go get it back, like off a carcass or off a dead NPC or body or off the ground if you missed? Is that how the bolas are going to work? So there's a few questions I do happen to have for the bola. But I'm sure it's going to be a fun new addition to Red Dead Online, and obviously going to be very handy for the bounty hunters. The next item that I noticed was part of the Outlaw Pass, Gauntlets. Now, I don't think that the Gauntlets are going to serve any actual purpose other than just a new clothing item that you can have on your characters. So it looks like we are going to be getting Gauntlets for clothing items. And the reason why I say this is because I don't believe Rockstar would create one pair of gauntlets and only give those away in the Outlaw Pass without having more gauntlets for sale through the catalogs and the clothing stores. So I believe that gauntlets is going to be a new potential item for us to equip on our character clothing-wise. Speaking of items that we've been wanting, Bandoliers. In several screenshots and even in the trailer, we saw characters that look like to be Red Dead Online protagonists wearing bandoliers. Now, this is something that a lot of us have been really wanting Rockstar to add, not only for the aesthetic reasons, but also, hopefully, wearing a bandolier will increase our ammo capacity. At least I hope that's the case. So, great news. Looks like we're also getting bandoliers coming this Tuesday with Frontier Pursuits. And now let's move over to the camp real quick. A few new items going to be making the camp way more useful. First off, I noticed in the Outlaw Pass that there's going to be a unique flag available if you get the Outlaw Pass, an American Bald Eagle. And once again, same thing as the Gauntlets. I don't think Rockstar would have simply made one new flag for the camp. So I get the feeling that we may have a variety of new flags to choose from. So no longer will you simply just have to have a green flag or a blue flag or a red flag. You can have a little bit more customization for your camp. So I'm guessing they're going to probably go with animals like, like wolves, as well as cougars, maybe like a buck, elk, moose, bears, deer, horses perhaps. Maybe they'll have some other things as well. Maybe like a Jolly Roger, that'd be kind of cool. Or maybe they would have flags of the 5 different states. I know that in Red Dead Redemption 1, they had created a flag for New Austin, and I'm pretty sure that Rockstar has also created flags for all the fictional 5 states in Red Dead Online, as well as the flag that would be in the 1890s, the U.S. flag. So hopefully we'll see a new variety of camp flags that you can choose from for your camp. The next item that I'm really excited about comes with the trader, the Camp Butcher's Table, which you'll either have to purchase for 15 bars of gold, or if you're on the PlayStation 4, you'll be able to get it for free. Now, I know that this is going to tie into the trader job, the trader work, the role for Frontier Pursuits, but I'm also hoping that the butcher's table is going to be similar to butcher's tables that you see in Valentine, Saint Denis, Tumbleweed, whereas we can hunt and we can take our carcasses, our pelts, other animal parts and feathers, birds, etc., to our camp butcher's table and sell them for money. That would make it way more convenient for us when it comes to hunting and selling the things that we happen to be hunting and fishing for. So hopefully the camp butcher's table will also serve that purpose. Another thing coming to the camp that I'm really excited about, very much requested by the community, weapons locker. I'm sure most of you have at least one or two or a few weapons right now that you would like to put away that you're not using at the moment or you never intend on using again. Like, for example, the Cattleman revolver as well as the carbine repeater. I want to put those away and don't have those in my weapon wheel no more. We can't sell them. However, as long as they're not in my weapon wheel, I'm happy. So fortunately, if you're a trader, you're also going to be able to get the weapons locker for your camp to put away any weapons you no longer use or just a weapon that you don't feel like using at the moment. Maybe in a future, you may find a need for that weapon. Then you can just bring it back out of the weapons locker or just sit there indefinitely. The stew pot is also coming to the camp, which will also be tied into the trader role. And this is going to create a lot more varieties of food for us and hopefully improve our cores. Maybe they're going to have like nothing but golden cores. So this is definitely going to be great, along with the typical cooking of seasoning of meats and fish. We're going to have the stew pot, which will hopefully make our cores even better than ever. And what a lot of people are really excited about when it comes to being a trader and having a camp is a doggo. Yes, we are getting a camp dog, and hopefully there'll be a lot of varieties to choose from. Unfortunately, I think it's been confirmed by Rockstar that the only thing the dog's going to be able to do is just hang out at the camp, and you can train the dog eventually to warn you of any impending thieves that are trying to rob you if you go the trader role. However, hopefully, at the very least, we'll have a variety of dogs to choose from. We'll be able to choose its gender. We'll be able to name it, hopefully. But nevertheless, I am excited to have a camp dog. And maybe down the road in a future update, Rockstar will give the dog more abilities to actually go with us into the free roam, ride around with us, as well as go hunting with us, collecting small game that we shoot, like birds and varmints, and bring them back to us. And another thing I would like the dog to do is to also loot bodies that we shoot of NPCs, like pets can do in a variety of games, for example, Diablo 3. Now let's move over to the horse real quick, because we don't know if there's any new horses coming Tuesday. I hope so, but there isn't a few new horse items coming. And once again, we found out about this new item from the Outlaw Pass. There's going to be a mask that you're going to be able to put on your horse by getting the Outlaw Pass. However, once again, the same situation as the Gauntlets and the Camp Flags. I seriously doubt that Rockstar's only made one horse mask. I'm sure there's going to be a variety of horse masks at the stable for us to choose from and purchase and place on our horse. So looks like horse masks are going to be a thing in Red Dead Online going forward. Next is the horse lantern, which you can get by being a collector. So if you want a lantern on your horse, which will probably help you, especially at night or when it's really foggy, give you even more light. And it's also going to be helpful if you don't want to carry around your lantern while you're riding on horseback. It'll already be right there to help you light the way. Plus, it looks like there's going to be a few other lantern options to choose from, as well as perhaps even a torch. So instead of a lantern, if you want to go really old school, caveman style, looks like from the trailer that you'll also be able to have a torch, a stick with some fire on it. Along with new items for the horse, we're also getting some wagons finally to the game, our own wagons. 3 of them to be precise. We're going to get a bounty wagon for bounty hunters, which will be a good place to store any bounties you happen to get, as well as a hunting wagon for traders. So that's a great opportunity for you to go out there and get more pelts, more carcasses, and load them up on your hunting wagon. And also for the trader, we're going to have delivery wagons, medium and large, for whenever it's time to make that delivery and make some money and gold. So yes, it's going to be very exciting to have the bounty wagon, hunting wagon, as well as the medium and large delivery wagons. And some other items include the refined binoculars, which is going to be very useful for the collector. Refined lasso, which is going to be great for the bounty hunter. I'm also hoping that the refined lasso helps us whenever we're hunting animals, because sometimes I like to lasso a pronghorn or a goat or a deer or something else. And I've noticed that half the time the lasso goes loose and the animal gets away, and I have to jump back on my horse and continue the chase. So maybe the reinforced lasso will actually be better in that regard as well. So not just handy for the bounty hunter when it comes to bounties, but also for people that like to hunt animals and lasso them. And well, you get the idea. The next item is the Pennington field shovel, which is going to come with the collectors. And this is going to be very helpful for dig sites whenever you're trying to dig up treasure and other valuables. So the field shovel is going to be very handy for the collectors, as well as the metal detector that's also confirmed to be coming for the collector. And that's going to definitely help you determine what's here and what's there item-wise. If you're getting close to something that might be interesting, the metal detector will probably be very handy in Red Dead Online for collectors. There's also a variety of satchel upgrades coming, and all three roles have a variety of satchel upgrades, so it encourages you to probably eventually do all three roles, especially if you want as much carrying space overall in your satchel as possible. A few examples includes upgrades to carry more tonics, more materials, more ingredients, as well as more valuables. And there's also going to be tracking arrows for bounty hunters, and I think this is going to be great for tracking down targets. And I don't know if this is actually going to be usable on other players. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't. Maybe you'll be able to hit a player that is ticking you off and you want to find out where they're going, as long as they're still in the session. And maybe their dot will still appear for a much longer radius than everybody else's. It's just me theorizing on this one, but there is going to be pamphlets for you to get tracking arrows as the bounty hunter. And of course, there's going to be the new lance knife for traders, as well as the Agala machete for collectors. So as far as I know, those are all the new items coming Tuesday with Frontier Pursuits. And once again, if I missed anything, let me know, as well as which items are you most looking forward to coming up this Tuesday with Red Dead Online Frontier Pursuits below in the comments section.